Salutations and good morrow everyone, and welcome back to another Grounded video, where today this video is all about the bees. Yes, we are going to be talking about the wonderful little bee guys that are going to be coming to the game and all the things that are going to be coming with them. Now you guys can see already that I have the rotten bee armor on, but I want to tell you guys that there is more than that is coming. You also may be wondering, Sim, what are you currently standing on? Well, what I am standing on right here is what is called the bee rug. Now, if you look, it looks like it may just be the sun, but it's actually not. This is actually a striped bee rug that is going to be coming to the game. Now, it's going to be a lot smaller than this. This is a massively blown up version of it, so that way the artist can get all the textures down and everything that they want for the rug before they bring it into the game. But this is a rug that is going to be coming to the game. Now, right over here, before we go on and talk more about armors and weapons and other items that are going to be dropping from the bees, I want to show you guys what the bees look like. So these are the little bee dudes. These are stuffed versions of them. They are absolutely adorable. But the thing with them is look at they're cute until they attack you, right? So these are neutral enemies in the game, which means they're a lot like the ladybugs, right? The ladybugs will not attack you unless provoked. Once provoked, they are extraordinarily deadly. So, and also if you attack one ladybug, multiple ladybugs attack you at the same time. So that leads me to believe that when you attack one bee, multiple bees will attack you at the same time. I will tell you guys, I used to be able to spawn bees in to see them actually floating around in their environment to where they're going to go. I will tell you that they are going to be over in the rose garden, right over on this side of the map, right down over here. This is where the rose garden is. This is where the bees will end up staying for the most part. They will float around all flowers that they come to, so you guys are just going to want to keep an eye out that is where the bees are most likely to spawn, because they're going to be pollinating, gathering, and making honey for you, because honey is another thing that comes to the game. I'll also tell you that there is a sticky trap that is coming that you are going to need honey in order to make. So you're going to make a trap that you put on the ground that is sticky, that bugs will get stuck in and make it easier for you to fight them. But back to what I was saying, think about if you attack one of these guys and all of a sudden all of them start coming to attack you. I mean, it may be cute now, but at the end of the day, it does have a little stinger. Look at this little butt stinger. It does have a stinger down here that is quite deadly. So we're going to want to keep an eye on these guys. They will be coming to the game very soon. I like how they got the wings detailed and everything like that. These guys seem like they're about ready to go. Hopefully that these guys will be in the next update. We can't ever expect anything that is 100% going to be in the update in the next one, because as we know, we thought the water update was coming, and what do we get? We got the bird from Grounded. So, you know, they like to surprise us with new things. The next month, we're like, maybe it's going to be that time. Nope, we got the Frankenline and we got a big old pumpkin. So it really just, whatever they feel as though is the best thing to release at that time, whatever's most finished, that's what they do. But what I will say is that they need to do a little bit more testing whenever they're releasing things, because like we know with the hedge, once they released the hedge, the game started to crash all the time, because they didn't test out the Microsoft version of the game and the Xbox version of the game. There are ways to test it. They'll go and start doing that going forward. Okay, so let's go in and let's talk about some of the items that get dropped from the bees once you kill one. Okay, so once you actually kill a bee, what's going to end up dropping? Let me change my SCA.B around here. That's better. Okay, so what drops from them? You get bee fuzz and bee stingers. Now, the bee stingers are not finished being textured right now. They just look like a bee floating there, just like the this is what the pollen looks like as well. But right now you get bee stingers and bee fuzz. Now, I was not able to actually kill a bee. I was able to just spawn in this stuff using dev codes. So please don't go asking, hey, Sim, how do you spawn bees? Because you can't do it yet. But you can get bee fuzz and you can get bee stingers from them. Now, these bee stingers and bee fuzz are going to be used to craft things in your workbench, like the stinger spear. Stinger spear needs a bee stinger, bee fuzz, and this nice silk rope. And what I want to add here, guys, this is what interests me about this spear, is that this used to say the woven fiber or whatever it was, or the silk strands, the spider webs that you pick up, right? But now It is the silk rope. So I'm thinking that this is almost done and almost ready to be spawned. The other thing is unlike before, you can now spawn in all of the armor for the bee. So you can start wearing the bee stuff inside of creative as well. Okay, and that needs the web fiber that I was telling you guys about before, bee fuzz, and berry leather. So I believe that they're working on these items right now, and we should be getting them very soon. Okay, so going back over here, why don't I run around in creative with a bee spear, or why do I not ever use it? And what I want to tell you guys is if you look at the actual damage to it, it is higher, but the stun is really low. And you guys know me, the way that I fight is I run in and I hit things as many times as I can. I try to stun them and do attacks that way. This is meant for a more agile player, somebody who's good at dodging, somebody who's good at moving around, and can do damage by sitting there and poking things. But what I will add though is with these spears, okay, you can actually throw them. Ooh, it's kind of dark. Let's get some sleep and then we'll finish talking about this. Okay, so back to what I was saying after I've gotten some sleep. Okay, so the best thing that you can do with these stinger spears is, yes, you can actually use them and poke away, and that's awesome. But the thing is you can actually throw these. If you hold R, you can actually throw them and peg them into things. And you could use them to kill more bees. But the thing is when you throw them, they don't take as much durability loss as they do if you are actually just poking things with them. So I think that tells you that these spears are meant to be thrown. They're not meant to poke things, they're meant to be thrown. And think about it. If you are throwing this stinger spear into large bugs, this thing's going to do quite some of damage. It may not stun them, but it's gonna do a little bit of damage to them. So with how cheap they are to make in the crafting menu, guys, you can actually make quite a few of these. It's only 1 stinger, 5 fuzz, which I have to assume the bees are going to drop more than 1 fuzz, and 4 silk rope. Now, silk rope, a lot of you guys have asked me before, Sim, how do you make silk rope? Well, silk rope is easy, guys. You need a spinning wheel, you put it down, and then you just go in here, you add web fiber to it, and it goes through and spins it for you. A tip for spinning fiber, load 4 up and then go to sleep for the night, because when you wake up in the morning, all 4 will be done. That's how you do it. A little tip for you guys, because you can see it does take time to make. But enough about that. Let's go back in. Now let's talk about the armor a little bit more. Okay, so inside of my inventory, you guys will see that I have the Rotten Bee face mask on right now, the Rotten Bee chest armor, and the Rotten Bee shin guards on. Okay, so these things will up your sprint distance, and then when you have them all together, it gives you an item that's known as feather falling. Now, right now you can see that that's currently off for the Rotten versions of it, but the actual version that you're going to be getting from the game, let's see if they actually have it in here anymore. Yeah, fuzzy cushion. That's what it's supposed to be. Fuzzy cushion is the armor perk you're supposed to get from wearing all 3 of them in there, and it says land with softness, meaning you will not take as much damage when you fall. So if you can combine this with your daredevil perk, you could actually fall from some pretty good distances without taking damage. So this armor could be really helpful for you. But what I wanted to show you guys is a comparison between the Rotten Bee armor and the actual bee armor that we're going to be getting. So you can see that this is a tier 2 armor. The regular bee mask is a tier 2 armor, but look at the change in defense. It is almost doubled in defense that you're going to get. Now, sadly, it doesn't look any different when you equip this instead, so I'm just going to go ahead and equip it. It doesn't look any different than equipping the other one, which I think is a little lame. They should change it up a little bit, but that's okay. Oops, what did I just do? Okay. Oh, cool. Okay. Then we're going to go ahead and equip the shoulder pads and the shin guards. Okay. But let's compare the shin guards. Once again, double the defense. Chest pad, double the defense. And now that I have the entire set on, look. Fuzzy cushion set bonus. Like I said, this armor set is going to be awesome for exploring because it allows you to sprint further without running out of stamina, and when you fall from higher distances you won't take as much damage. So like I said, maybe if you had the perks, let's see, do I have, yeah, so maybe if you had the perks cardio fan on, and then you had the daredevil perk on, you have both of those on, I mean, you really, the sky's the limit at that point. Not only are you running around and you're able to fall further distances, and you can run further, more and more and more, and you can run a little bit faster. I mean, this armor set could be the best set for exploring in the game. Right now, it is the spider armor is the best set for exploring in the game, but really, I think that this one could be it. The last thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is over here in the crafting menu, the resources. Now, pollen. Pollen is what these guys are going to be running around and gathering all the time, right? So it says flower discharges that bees go nuts over. So we will be able to make a pollen trap further in the game that will allow you guys to go out and put down this and attract the bees to it, because the bees are probably going to be pretty high up in the air and they're going to be hard for you to get. Okay, so that's what you're going to need. Now, the other thing that the bees are going to produce from the pollen, which is why you may not want to kill all of them all the time, is honey. The sticky and sweet provides moderate substance. So this is going to be a lot like the nectar. Okay, so it's going to be a lot like that. You're going to be able to pick it up, you're going to be able to eat it or drink it, and you will have benefits from that. And I have to assume we're going to get even more benefits just because honey in real life is so good for you guys. But that is all the time I have left for this episode, so thank you guys all so much for watching this. If you guys liked it, please hit that like button, subscribe today for more awesome grounded videos, and turn that bell notification to all so you never miss any of the awesome videos that are coming out. Leave me a comment down below, and as always, I will see all of you guys in the next one.